Well, hello there, how's it going, guys? We're playing another battle here in Armored Brigade. Now, in this battle, we could have actually set up for a massive ambush, but I didn't want to do that. I actually wanted to force our units to have to advance here so that the battle is a little more fair. From what I understand, the Soviet unit troops are going to be arriving from over here. As you can see, they've already started showing up, and most of our units are actually already in buildings, basically prepared to hit them. There we go, guys. An immediate hit on those units, as you can see. Pretty successful stuff, and if we can keep this up for the rest of the battle, these units are going to be destroyed very, very quickly. Let's just go ahead and take a look at the options here. I want to make sure that sound is a little higher, because I want to hear some of those explosions, man, if possible. Let's go back, resume, and it looks like, sure enough, another hit there. Excellent hit there by our men. It's just very, very easy to hit the Soviet troops when they're actually trying to cross in this area because of our positioning. So if we click over here, for instance, guys, and we click LOS, line of sight, just go ahead and check the line of sight, for instance, here. We can actually see where these guys are going to be able to look or how they look. So from here, you can see this infantry has a really easy line of sight to all of these areas here. Obviously, that's a determining factor on where you want to place your units. And in this particular battle, they're pretty much perfectly placed. Of course, we are still advancing with these units over here, and we're also going to go ahead and advance with our tanks here. In fact, let me make that a fast advance. I really wanted to get here quickly. We've also got some attack helicopters, guys. I'm starting to think this might not be a bad time to call them in. Let's go ahead and get that air support. The AH-1F gunship. And we're going to move him into the first battle position here, guys. So he should be arriving on the battlefield. It's going to take a while, though. It looks like 7 minutes, 30 seconds. We also have some mortars back here. Are these mortars? I believe they are. We'll take a look and try them. Yeah, definitely. And at this point, we're just waiting for more enemy units to show up so that we can target them. So we've got some... possibly an enemy vehicle advancing over here. A tracked enemy vehicle. But the Perts is pretty much consistently being watched by our units, and I'm pretty confident that we can hold this area. I'm actually going to take these anti-tank units, and I'm going to move them into Vissels. I don't want to lose this tank to the Soviets, or this town to the Soviets. And I'd like to move on Perts if possible, but from what I understand, in this particular battle, that's really not the actual objective. In fact, from what I can see, the objective is the village, and this area up here, the Autobahn, the highway, essentially. So we're really protecting this area, which is why I don't want to move up too much. Just enough to make contact and hopefully finish the fight over here in Vissels. Wow, those guys were fast, man. Guys really did show up quickly. Gotta be careful. I'm moving a little too far out. We do have to be careful here. I think I'll stop these tanks once we get kind of to the edge over here. Oh boy. ETGM team unable? They might be unable to move? Is that possible? Oh, I see, because they're actually stuck here. No, stop calling. Alright, folks, before we were rudely interrupted by the general himself. Now we're back. So yeah, I'm looking at possible tracked vehicle movement there. I'm not sure why it's all the way down here, and now that it is, I'm starting to think we should actually take that AT team, and instead of moving over here to Vissels, we'll move them over here, into this area. Oh, nice! Wow, so that was a beautiful hit already. It looks like another BMP-1 coming out of this town. Quite a few, actually. And 5 minutes, guys, until our helicopter arrives. So there we go, already a hit. But these tanks are moving out a bit too far for my tastes. Or at least I want them, like, you know, facing a decent direction. So I'm going to actually move this guy here. And this guy's okay. He's pretty much, you know, in a position I want him in. They can get a perfect view of the enemy. And another reason we're getting such a good view on the enemy, guys, is we've got a scout in one of these buildings. Yeah, right there. Fire, boys, fire away. Soviet units trying to pop smoke. Another hit there. And just excellent. Look at those shots. And in the last few battles, we've definitely had tough battles, but it looks like in this one, our setup is just decent enough to continue hitting the enemy and, you know, increasing the damage, essentially. Come on. Okay, so I think the tow team is actually stuck here, and this is a pre-made scenario, so that could be just part of it, that this tow team cannot move. The anti-tank team is stuck in that area. Wait a minute, guys. I don't want them to move forward too much. I'm going to delete last waypoint. Delete last waypoint here as well, because we already are getting a pretty good visual on approaching enemy troops, and look at that. That's never good. I think that's a ATGM. Maybe not. Could that have just been a vehicle exploding? No way. No, I definitely saw a projectile coming towards us. Fire, fire. Good shooting, boys. Guys, we are wasting the Soviets right now. Here we go, another hit on the Soviet soldiers. And, you know, this is a perfect example of just a very open area where you can easily target the enemy. You know, if you can get a situation like this in this game, you're in a pretty good place. Obviously, to take south, they would need, like, air support, artillery. They could get lucky and get a decent shot, but it looks like over here they're running out of tanks, and now mostly they've got some mortars here. They've got some BMPs over here as well, and not many tanks left from what I can see. Another beautiful shot there, trying to eliminate this hostile threat. Good shooting, boys. And it looks like we got another dead target. Good shooting. I wonder if we can come out of this with no casualties. I doubt it, but it's possible. So this is highway... Oh, I can't read it now. I've got to find out what highway this is, because I'd like this to call this the Battle of the Highway. Well, this isn't really a highway, this is a dirt road, but it's quite close to the actual highway off-ramp here, and they're trying to take our highway position on the Autobahn. We might call this defending the Autobahn. Right, guys, about 2 minutes away from getting that helicopter support, and we haven't used our mortars primarily because I don't feel like we need to. I haven't seen any enemy infantry. From what I understand, the mortars aren't going to be able to take out tracked vehicles. I could be wrong, though. Maybe they will. So what we'll actually do is we'll fire some illumination rounds here. Although it's not nighttime, so I'm not sure how effective illumination rounds will be. And yes, you can fight battles at night, guys. So if you'd like me to fight a battle at night, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, hit that like button and share the video with friends. Again, we're a military strategy channel, guys. It's hard to find people interested in this stuff. I know there are those of you out there that love this stuff. If you're one of those people, support the channel, share it with friends, and try to get the message out. There we go, man. Oh, I don't think we've ever had a battle this nice. We've even set a fire over here. That BMP itself has set a fire. There's just so much burning machinery here, and it looks like the enemy has finally started sending forward some actual infantry. I don't think they have a lot here. I think this is mostly a tank corps. But if I start seeing a tremendous amount of infantry, I will send in some mortar fire. Okay, nice. We actually routed those enemy troops. Beautiful. And another hit on that BMP. Got this entire area burning up. And it looks like we might even be able to get visuals on targets as far away as all the way over here. Oh, nice! Tremendous. Now, it's generally not a good idea to separate these tanks from their group, but I am going to make a little exception here and move these tanks up on the road. Also, I believe our helicopter is arriving. Yes, 2 of them, baby. Air support incoming. Infantry's almost to this tiny town over here of Visarod, tiny village even. And And once they get in there, we'll go ahead and drop them. I think these guys actually also do have some anti-tank weapons. No, just assault rifles, actually. Interesting. Okay. They don't even have a law, nothing like that. Air cavalry incoming, boys. Looks like we spotted another enemy. Nice! Unbelievable. Okay, illumination rounds are ready, guys. Let's go ahead and fire. Wow, look at that. So tremendous guns on that thing. Definitely, I don't know if it's a chain gun, what it is. It's a nasty little weapon. Look at that. Look at that. Just lighting up anything that we see in this particular sector. Warned the Soviets we weren't going to let them move this far, and we kept to our word. And there we go. Those are the illumination rounds, guys. You can see right there. Again, I'm not sure in daytime if it really provides much information, but nonetheless, pretty neat, man. I like the system. It's pretty cool stuff. Get him, get him, get him. More enemy units trying to sneak up here, but they're not going to be able to move. And as you can see, guys, we're getting rockets coming in also from the choppers there, which are probably providing a tremendous amount of casualties to the enemy. You can actually start to see their infantry moving up here as well. We knocked out another vehicle, and we pretty much control the battlefield. In a lot of our other fights before, we didn't, but I think we've pretty much learned how to set up our troops a lot better. Also having the secondary line, just in case the first one fails, is another bonus. And definitely putting the tanks up front. In other battles, I've always kept the tanks behind, thinking like, yeah, let's keep our heavier troops back and sort of keep our lighter troops forward. And I just don't think that works. I think you need to have this frontal line here to stop the initial push of the enemy, especially in a defensive battle. And you could just see them moving all the way across here, but we're getting hits everywhere on these guys. Boom! Keep it up, boys. This is just a graveyard of Soviet vehicles. Keep it up, keep it up. We also do have artillery, guys, but don't really think we need to use it. For the good of the civilians in the area, I'm going to resist using artillery. I really try to treat these armored brigade battles like a real battle, and that also means not hitting civilians if I can help it. Retract vehicles here. I might move this tank up even more just to get some early shots on those guys. And of course, guys, once we set up the positioning for our choppers, we have another position here. We can move them here too, but so far, the enemy has not attacked there. Although, look at this. You got some units pushing to the north. And who do we have to defend it? We've got a good old-fashioned vehicle here, the M113 APC, but I believe it is equipped with anti-tank missiles of some sort. Let's hope so, guys. Maybe not. No, I'm just seeing regular rounds. Light her up, light her up. It's a shame we put the chopper down here. We should have put it a little farther up. Expected the enemy to attack from the south, but it looks like they've decided that's probably not the best idea. They're even getting hit all the way out here, now that we've got the tank here and the choppers. But it looks like they did knock out one of our choppers, guys. That's actually the first time I saw a chopper go down. So they did manage to take out one of our AH-1s. AH-1 firing a missile there. Oh boy. Whoa, whoa. That went way off course. No, maybe it didn't. Oh, wow. He's trying to hit this target all the way out here, man. The heat missile. Let's see if this one catches his target. I think it's going right for this one. Nope, it's going to pop over. And yeah, there's a tremendous amount of enemy activity here. Right past him, and nice hit. Unbelievable at that distance. But, of course, those heat missiles are very effective at hitting these units. It looks like they might even be moving up with some more of their artillery here. Some actual NATO symbols I'm not familiar with. So we'll see what they do here, guys. But it does look like this tank is under some pretty nasty fire. We might want to pull him back. He's definitely panicking, even though he's not getting any nasty hits. There's an enemy tank right there, a T-80, and he is managing to actually fire back and fight back, which the enemy hasn't been able to do for most of the match. We did take him out. Doesn't look like we blew up the engine or anything like that, but certainly the crew got the hell out of there, and I'm just going to make sure this guy stays put. Oh, yeah, we got crew leaving there from that BMP as well. Where's that helicopter? There we go. Nice, AH-1. Fire away. Oh boy. So he took no damage, but he took a really nasty hit there. Another nasty hit, and he did manage to destroy his attacker. Pretty standard BMP. Oh boy, guys, we just lost one of our APCs. Yeah, they're sending a lot of enemies here to the north. Oh, we got to do something about that immediately. So I'm going to take these two tanks and fast move to the north immediately. It's going to take a while, though. It's going to take at least 30 seconds for them to react to the orders. And this is all, you know, depending on the positioning, etc., that sort of determines this. The only negative aspect of this is we're going to be leaving this area open to the enemy, this area down here. But I think we've pretty much done enough damage not to have to worry about them. We also have, if I'm not mistaken, some anti-tank weapons here. No! Just a hand grenade, man. All right, well, we did take out one BMP by the with the APC, it looks like. Come on, APC, get us another kill. I still want to move the tanks up there. I don't trust the enemy not to not do something, let's say. There's another tank trying to get into the woods. So it's actually, you know, obviously you want to try and keep tanks out of the woods if you can. But in this situation, it might actually be a decent idea. And it looks like they even got a hit all the way over here. How did they manage to do that? Man. So they're starting to get some opportune targets in that location. I don't like that one bit. Got a T-80 down, guys. They're still trying to push through here, but I think they've realized that it's pretty much an exercise in futility. And that's why they're really pushing the rest of their forces here to the north to see if they can break through. Again, all they have to do is take those locations and they win. Nice. Excellent shot there. And once again, it was our M1A1 that got the kill. This thing can absolutely still take out enemy vehicles, and I'm guessing it's the rear armor that it's shooting through. Because from what I understand, all it's got is that 12.7 heavy machine gun. So what's really causing the damage to the enemy is them exposing really weak points. As you can see here, our guys are panicked in here. We've taken heavy damage. We're immobilized. We're, of course, buttoned up. So this tank's in a lot of trouble. If we don't go save this guy, there's very little chance he's going to survive. We put him in a pretty nasty position, and you know, he's going to pay the consequences. Going to see what he manages to do here, but I'm not sure he's going to do much. And let's see if we can call in the chopper again. There was still one helicopter. No! So I guess we can only call it one time during a battle, but he certainly put in a lot of work. A good portion of these vehicles were destroyed by our helicopter in this fight. Very well done. So they got another one right here. No further data on that vehicle. Come on, tank. You got to fire. You've got to fire. Oh, boy. Oh, he is down. Finally lost that tank. He's a hero. But I don't think that crew's making it out of the battle. Still got a tank over here. I'm actually going to fast move him. We got this tank here. Yeah, I think I'm going to fast move him too. We're just going to have to let the APC hold his own ground while the tanks focus on the men advancing here on the road. Especially since they have two T-80s, possibly three T-80s moving up. And getting flanking shots on these things will wipe them out and stop a very dangerous tank from approaching. As you can see, they're finally starting to get some revenge here. We moved these units out. We didn't keep them in the town like we should have, and we paid the ultimate price. The infantry is trying to escape, of course. They might be able to get into the town, but those BMPs were completely annihilated. Here we go. See if he spots anyone. Ammunition's cooking off, boy. Wow, heavy fire, man. Really heavy fire coming here from the enemy. So I'm actually going to stop all waypoints, because I assume getting closer, yeah, of course you want to take cover, but just in getting to the cover, we're going to lose so many men. So I'd rather these guys just wait here, and hopefully they're able to hold out fairly well. We've also got some mechanized vehicles over here to defend the village. All right, looks like we're going to get a shot from all the way out here on that vehicle. Wait a minute, let's stop. Stop the tanks, stop the tanks. Oh, please tell me he can spot him. Yes, we're definitely spotting the T-80. You're not getting through. This is West German territory, and as the United States, we are defending this area, sir. Ooh, they plinked right off that tank. Fire, fire. All right, at least he didn't do any damage to us either. Turnabout's fair play. Here we go. Come on, get a shot. Oh, man, no. No damage. I'm going to stop him once again. I am surprised at how long this guy is surviving, to be honest. There we go, guys. Finally destroyed, and that was a massive explosion. You can see the fire burning there. A very big explosion. That's a dead tank, but we want to get over here and keep hitting these guys. And yeah, we absolutely have the ability to keep on firing these heat rockets. You can see them moving across the screen towards all of these enemy armored positions. So not having tanks here doesn't necessarily mean it's undefended. But obviously having the tanks here is going to make it a lot easier to defend. We don't even know if the enemy's got armor in the woods. We do know they tried sending armor in the woods. Did they go through with that plan? We'll have to wait and see. Another heat missile. It's a miss. I'm actually going to go ahead and have this guy change position completely. Yeah, let's just have him go ahead and rotate on his own, because we've already got a flanking shot on the enemy tank. Nice! That is a dead tank. Let's get a few more. Let's get a few more. Come on, boys. They're confident, guys. They're totally ready to take on the Soviet threat. But are they skilled enough? Beautiful. Another kill on a T-80. Stop this guy as well. Another kill. Another kill. Oh, we absolutely ambushed them with our tanks. We've got one back here. We've got one up top, and we've got an ATGM crew all the way over here consistently firing at the enemy. That's just beautiful, man. Another dead tank. And we didn't just ambush them. We completely obliterated them. This wasn't immobilization. It wasn't the crew escaping. Those tanks completely exploded. Hit him. Hit him. Boom. That's a major victory, guys. We just got the major victory call, and sure enough, only losing 19 men in battle, 7 vehicles, 1 aircraft. Unfortunately, I think that's the biggest loss, was losing that helicopter. We managed to kill or wound 231 Soviet soldiers, 70 of their vehicles, and 9 of their mortars. I think they learned today that they can't be crossing the border the way they did, and they're probably going to be begging for a ceasefire immediately, maybe even blaming some sort of rogue element of their military. There's definitely going to be some purges going on in the Soviet Union at the end of this battle. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, share the video, subscribe if you're new, and definitely don't forget to open fire on that bell. If you don't hit that bell, it's very unlikely you're going to get consistent updates to videos on this channel. Thanks so much, guys. Take care. I love you all. I'll see you on the next one.